Understanding the relationship between thoughts, emotions, and behaviors relative to triggers is essential in recovery. Dr. Rick, a renowned motivational speaker, prolific author, and dedicated coach with over 40 years of experience, has seen how this understanding empowers individuals to regain control of their lives. At Breaking Chaos and Building Clarity, Dr. Rick and his team provide tools and insights that help clients identify and manage their triggers, equipping them to navigate recovery with resilience, clarity, and purpose. Through his series, Dr. Rick has guided countless individuals toward living a life aligned with their core values and long-term goals. Ready to understand how awareness of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors can empower your recovery journey and bring you closer to your goals? Let's dive in. In recovery, triggers are those internal or external cues that can prompt us to fall back into old patterns. These might be specific places, people, memories, or even certain emotions that stir up strong reactions. Dr. Rick emphasizes that while triggers can be intense, they don't have to control your actions. Instead, triggers can serve as powerful signals, showing you where you might need extra support, self-awareness, or care. By learning to recognize and manage these triggers, you gain the power to respond intentionally, rather than react impulsively. At the heart of managing triggers lies the concept of vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities are internal states that can increase the likelihood of responding impulsively. Dr. Rick often describes these as the chinks in our armor. When we're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, HALT, we're more likely to react in ways that don't align with our recovery goals. HALT is a simple but effective self-check to address these vulnerabilities before they lead to unhelpful responses. If hunger is making you irritable, taking time to eat can restore balance. If loneliness is affecting your mood, connecting with a supportive friend can provide a sense of belonging. By meeting these basic needs, you strengthen your ability to manage triggers, ultimately empowering yourself to make thoughtful, intentional choices that align with your values and goals. When a trigger does arise, Dr. Rick teaches the practice of pause and reflect. Imagine you're in a challenging situation and you feel a familiar urge to react impulsively. In that moment, Dr. Rick encourages you to visualize pressing a pause button, taking a few deep breaths to create a space between the trigger and your response. This pause allows you to gather yourself, so you're not caught in the automatic cycle of thought-emotion behavior. In this pause, Dr. Rick guides clients to reflect, asking questions like, "What am I feeling right now?" or "What thoughts are coming up?" This reflection allows you to identify the thoughts and emotions that are influencing your reaction, providing a moment to step back and observe. By noticing what's happening without immediately acting, you create space to make a choice that aligns with your recovery goals. Dr. Rick and his team often liken this to watching clouds drift by in the sky. You're aware of your thoughts and feelings without letting them dictate your behavior. Dr. Rick also introduces the concept of the CBT Triangle, which helps clients see the connection between thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. In the CBT Triangle, thoughts lead to emotions, which in turn influence behaviors. For example, if a thought like "I can't handle this" arises, it might create feelings of frustration or fear, potentially leading to impulsive behavior. Dr. Rick teaches clients to recognize these automatic thoughts and challenge them, creating a moment of clarity that allows them to decide on a response that aligns with their values and long-term goals. Acting in alignment with one's values is a powerful part of this approach. Dr. Rick emphasizes that, in recovery, values serve as guiding principles, helping you make decisions that are meaningful and purpose-driven. Values are the qualities and ideals that matter most to you, such as honesty, compassion, or commitment to growth. When you're clear about your values, they become a compass that guides your choices. For example, if family is a core value, you may feel motivated to make choices that support rebuilding trust with loved ones. If personal integrity is a guiding value, acting in ways that align with honesty and self-respect will bring a sense of fulfillment and purpose. Through Dr. Rick's coaching, clients learn to use their values as a framework for decision-making, especially in moments of challenge. When faced with a trigger, you're encouraged to ask, "What response aligns with my values?" Or, how can I act in a way that supports my goals? By making decisions rooted in your core values, you're not only reinforcing positive behaviors, but also building a stronger sense of identity and purpose in your recovery journey. This value-based approach empowers you to feel connected to something deeper than fleeting urges or difficult emotions, giving you a sense of purpose that sustains you through challenges. Goal setting is another integral part of Dr. Rick's approach. Setting clear, articulated goals gives you a tangible direction, creating a pathway toward the life you want to build. Dr. Rick and his team help clients define goals that are specific, realistic, and aligned with their values. Goals serve as milestones that reinforce progress, reminding you of your commitment to recovery. Each time you make a choice that aligns with your goals, you're reinforcing a positive cycle, moving closer to the life you envision for yourself. This might mean setting small, achievable goals in the short term, like reaching out to a friend or practicing a grounding technique during stressful moments, or larger, long-term goals like rebuilding relationships or advancing in your career. With each step, you're building confidence and creating a strong foundation for lasting change. Dr. Rick also provides evidence-based tools like cognitive behavioral therapy, dialectical behavior therapy, and acceptance and commitment therapy to support clients in making value-based choices. Cognitive behavioral therapy helps you challenge and reshape unhelpful thoughts, while dialectical behavior therapy's distress tolerance skills like the STOP technique, stop, take a step back, observe, and proceed mindfully, align perfectly with pause and reflect, helping you manage difficult emotions in real time. Acceptance and commitment therapy encourages you to accept difficult feelings without letting them drive your actions, allowing you to stay true to your values even when times are tough. Through practicing, pause, and reflect, addressing vulnerabilities with HALT, and making choices based on values, you're not just avoiding triggers, you're actively building a life that feels fulfilling and authentic. This approach empowers you to feel a sense of ownership over your recovery, connecting each step to your core values and goals. Instead of feeling at the mercy of old patterns or automatic responses, you gain the tools to make intentional decisions that reflect who you truly are and where you want to go. Dr. Rick's coaching helps clients understand that this isn't about perfection or eliminating all challenges. It's about learning to work with your thoughts and emotions, using them as guides rather than obstacles. Each time you pause, reflect, and make a choice aligned with your values, you're reinforcing your commitment to recovery and building a stronger, more resilient self. Over time, the journey of recovery becomes less about avoiding old behaviors and more about stepping into a life of purpose, clarity, and intention. At Breaking Chaos and Building Clarity, Dr. Rick and his team are committed to guiding you through this process, empowering you to make decisions that honor your values and bring you closer to your goals. This approach isn't about avoiding emotions or suppressing difficult thoughts, but rather understanding them in ways that help you grow. For more resources and support, visit www.breakingchaosbuildingclarity.com or call Dr. Rick at 203-395-0377. Let's transform every challenge into an opportunity to act with purpose and intention on your path to a meaningful, fulfilling life.